Going goal, and who should partner Michael Owen up front? Well, David James gets the nod over Brad Friedel. James last played in the Premiership in the Merseyside derby in February. That's the match when Robbie Fowler damaged his knee ligaments, and Fowler starts the game for the third time since then. There's no Steve McManaman, that Achilles tendon trouble finally forcing him out, so Øyvind Leonardsen gets his first start of the season. Chelsea is still without inspirational Dennis Wise, who has a knee injury. For the first time this season, Babayaro is out. He's in Africa representing Nigeria. Dan Petrescu is preferred to Gustavo Poyet. There's a place for Brian Laudrup, whose only previous starts have been at Stamford Bridge. Vialli is sticking to his claim that as far as the Premiership is concerned, his preferred pairing up front is Gianfranco Zola and Pierluigi Casaraghi.
Berger. Ince. Laudrup supported by Zola. And the Soul will get to this one. Liverpool playing an intensive couple of weeks for Robbie Fowler. Still feeling that he's just, as you would understand, after such a time out, just needs to be sharpened up and looking to be sharp. Here is Casaraghi. Is this going to be the goal for him? It is! And look how pleased his Chelsea teammates are. And the Chelsea fans. Gigi Casaraghi. Off the mark for Chelsea.
He's tried this 3 times and almost connected. And this time they get it absolutely perfect. That was a wonderful, wonderful through ball. Absolutely perfect. Just completely takes Phil Babb out the picture. And once the touch was so assured, David James has no chance. He has a little look, sees where the goalkeeper is. He knows all he's got to do is keep it in play, and he must surely score. And there's justification for his decision.
Well, he's happier than the scorer, I think. The man who stood by his fellow countrymen. That's lovely play by Fowler. An early cross towards Owen. Flung himself in front of Dubry.
He'll be taking some header from just about 18 yards.
Now that's something coming from you. I've seen you score from there with that type of diving header, leaving ruts with your nose in the ground. Michael Owen didn't make that sort of contact, and here's Leonardsen. Bjørneby. Berger. Ince. Fowler. From that angle on his left side, he's normally so accurate.
Tough angle though, man. It's just a little bit too wide. You get a little bit of good fortune. The ball just drops for them here. Not so sure that's meant. There's no question that he's not onside. He certainly was. And it's neither one nor the other at the end. It's not testing the goalkeeper. And well, look how close Michael Owen. A couple of yards further out. He might well have been tapping it in.
Redknapp. Casaraghi, that's a very inventive try, and showing what a positive frame of mind he's in this game.
What a difference a goal makes. I mean, he does ever so well, and it's been a part of their game that's been good today, closing people down and making it difficult. But he got in the way of that. Had a quick look again at the goalkeeper's position. That wasn't a bad effort.
Zola, 1-0 to Chelsea here. And David James off his line again, but Chelsea really firing on all cylinders at the moment.
I think it's a measure of their enjoyment in the game. Often you can't really, a game of this pressure, this importance, you don't often enjoy it, but it seems to me, looking at all the body language of the players in blue at the moment, they certainly are enjoying it.
Fowler, Redknapp taking over. Julio says he believes Jamie Redknapp can get 15 goals a season. He's already got 3. He has been given more licence to play further forward.
He certainly has today. Obviously, Paul Ince, the one who holds and as his defensive duties, and I've noticed that Jamie is trying to get forward today. He is capable of getting that amount of goals. I don't think there's any doubt about that with his shooting ability.
Di Matteo. This is Loudon. Chelsea, remember, one league win on this ground in 63 years. There's one survivor of that team on the pitch today, Graham Rousseau. And another amongst the substitutes, goalkeeper Kevin Hitchcock. Berger. Well, the flag was up. Just wondered for a fraction of a second whether Berger was going to take that into his stride and have a shot.
Well, it was close. This is better build-ups. I think he's probably just off fractionally. Not a lot in it. But again, you look at the blue shot centrally, making life really difficult for Liverpool to pick a pass out in the final third.
A bit tight in the Liverpool penalty area. I should also point out, Andy, that Chelsea have had 2 days less rest in the European engagement than Liverpool. And Liverpool were at home, Chelsea were in Scandinavia. They struggled in Sweden but got through. Di Matteo. Sai's flick, finding Lasso. Laudrup trying to make himself available. Spotted by Dominic Matteo. We've got Matteo and Di Matteo. Petrescu. Pushing and shoving by Redknapp. They're still finding it hard, Liverpool, to get any flow into their football. Chelsea don't need flow in theirs, it seems. It's another substitute today. Must be the hardest part of top management, keeping the international cast happy. As the song goes, players only love you when they're playing. Berger out there for Liverpool, but Fowler's losing his balance. Here's Leonardson, better for Liverpool.
Great block.
And Roberto Di Matteo. Redknapp. There's Di Matteo again.
Pleases manager Roberto Di Matteo, Mark. That's something that maybe people have levelled at Chelsea that they don't have, but that was sheer commitment, no doubt about that there, on the edge of his own box, and then carried it on 20 yards.
Fowler. Redknapp. Berger swings into the shot this time.
That's better. And that's what they're trying to do, get a lot of men central, pick that. Look how he's going to thread it through bodies. And I think they'll be quite happy though, Chelsea, if they're restricting Liverpool to that kind of shot from 25, 30 yards.
Fowler. There's a deflection on that shot, and here's a corner.
Well, that's the one time where he hasn't been closed down. They've allowed him to get it in the feet quite deep, but then they've pressed and gone and closed him. But no one did that then. They didn't do it early enough. That really could have just dropped over Ed De Hoy with a little touch. I think it's Graham Lasso, he got back. But on target, De Hoy could have done nothing about it.
They're both making sure the corner didn't come for Fowler. Redknapp. It's Ince. Good block again by Dubry this time.
Good little spell for Liverpool this last 5 or 10 minutes. They really have knocked on the door. And you just get the feeling they're getting closer and closer.
Redknapp. McAteer. That's a very difficult ball to hit, and all credit to Robbie Fowler for coming as close as he did.
Especially with his weaker side. Not his strongest side, but this is difficult. It's because he doesn't quite get it in the half volley. That's what makes it difficult. It's back on the way up. It's bounced and coming back up again. But he gets over it really well. He's a little bit unlucky.
Björneby. Zola was lucky. Turned out to be a 1-2 off Leonardson. And he was tracked back. With plenty of grit and determination, but in the end, not quite the technique. And the challenge to please the referee. Free kick to Chelsea, and they'll be glad to have the ball this far forward. After a spell being penned back in their own half. Clip towards Dubry. That's a bad header.
He just nicks it up here. We wondered whether he's shooting, but not with that run up. It was just going to be fed in. Nicely weighted. A little bit too far out, though.
It's a good climb against Fowler by Petrescu. Here is Robbie Fowler. Desai lunged and didn't intercept initially, and then lunged in at Robbie Fowler and has given away the free kick. And an opportunity, at least to challenge Ed Dahui in the Chelsea goal. Right on half-time here at Anfield.
He's just started to make an impression, Robbie Fowler, Martin, as well, the last 10 or 15 minutes. He's had a couple of attempts on goal. Again, there he got turned, and he was able to run at them. Chelsea have just they've dropped even deeper when they started this game. Looking to hold on here.
Well, Redknapp is the major contender here. In fact, it's as though he's going to be the only contender. Here he goes.
Well, I looked in for a second where you and I are sitting. I think he took Ed Dahui by surprise. I don't know whether the big goalkeeper wasn't expecting this or wasn't ready. Just looking to flick it over and down by the near post. Well, we'll give him credit. Let's say he had it covered. In one moment, it looked pretty close.
Not too many goalkeepers there would just let the post do the job for them, but it looked as though the Dutchman did. Björneby. Leonardson, McAteer. Redknapp. Well, it was hit with plenty of venom, a bit of dip.
But quite comfortable, as I said in the first half. I think if the sole strength is going to be from here, then I think you're comfortable hitting them from that sort of range. It's got to be pretty spectacular.
Well, Liverpool are making a change in their right-back position. McAteer comes off, and back comes obviously a very popular Vegard Heggen. He's only been here this season. Maybe they feel they'll get a bit more adventure down that side.
Well, certainly the games that I've seen him play, Martin, he certainly does get forward, Heggen.
He is a converted forward, and if it's been a weakness when the opposition have got goals, particularly here against Charlton, they felt they got in behind Heggen a few times. Well, it's a case of needs must here for Liverpool. They're a goal down. Björneby. So 3 of the 4 Norwegians on the Liverpool roster are now on the pitch. The odd man out, Bjorn Tore Kramer.
Football. Just ducked under it, Michael Owen, and lost Michael Dubry totally.
I was just having a look at Graham Poll to see whether he'd seen it clearly, to see whether there was some contact. Obviously, no free kick given. Liverpool press again, and it is Owen. It's always going to favour the goalkeeper. They haven't got a player, say, of the club across Stanley Park, Duncan Ferguson, to attack these sort of crosses.
No, they certainly haven't, and I think that's part and parcel of the way they set the stall out. They'll be saying anything in there as the goalkeepers, anything a little bit further. I expect Leboeuf and Dubry to win them. I'm sure that would be the instructions that came from Gianluca Vialli and they set the stall out with this system.
Poyet comes on for Zola. So that was taken off here in this fixture exactly a year ago. In different circumstances, he was sacrificed after Lambourd was sent off. Poyet scored in that match from the penalty spot, but it was a consolation.
Well, it's certainly a little more defensive. I was going to say it's a bit more, but the way that Poyet gets forward and likes to score goals himself, I'm not so sure it is a negative substitution.
Well, certainly if Chelsea were to get a corner, they'll get some crosses in, but they can't work any of those threatening positions at the moment. Still half an hour in which for Liverpool to recover something at home. Remember, only taken 1 point from their last 3 games. They wouldn't want to make that 1 point out of 4, and their next match is away at Everton. They were roundly beaten last season. Di Matteo. Desai squeezing a pass back to Di Matteo again. He's mowed down by Carragher. I'll be the referee, I think Graham Poll is saying to Desai. His English is very good, incidentally. Kaziragi.
Little narrow the angle, questions a handball. Certainly the Kop end, they were screaming for it. This is a lovely ball in yet again. Yeah, I think he probably just uses the left arm to control it, but it would have been a pretty good decision for the referee. So far away to give.
Well, Riedler, like Owen, has been amongst the goals this season, but like Owen, all his goals have been in away matches.
Substitution for Liverpool.
They're going to go with a third attacker.
Øyvind Leonardsen being replaced by number 13,
comes off.
Karl-Heinz Riedler.
So rare to see Liverpool without Steve McManaman. Leonardsen, who's in the team for him today, but a different type of player. Chelsea message passed on via Dan Petrescu, presumably to take into account what Riedler might offer. Certainly the ball of a more hopeful nature into the penalty area now. We'll have someone who's going to challenge for the crosses, the German. Here's Karl-Heinz Riedler straight away. Well, it's a big shout for a penalty, but Riedler is also being chastised by the Chelsea defenders who saw that as a dive. There was maybe a risk of him going down straight away. Andy, my first view when he went down was that it was on the late side.
Well, it looked exaggerated, I'd have to say that. There were an awful lot of players there, an awful lot of legs. I think the referee, it's a great turn just there. Now, is there any contact? Yeah, there's a little bit. He certainly made the most of it. And I think that's probably why. It's obviously why Graham Poll has decided to book him. Well, that was a real threat. It was a wonderful little turn on the edge of the 18-yard box from Riedler.
Owen.
What a ball, son.
Kaziragi. Free kick to Chelsea. Got to... Roy Evans is getting very animated, but from the Chelsea point of view, they've got to hold the ball up and stop Liverpool continuing to come at them. And Lauga suddenly emerging on the scene. Well, that's a wriggling run, and seen so often in Scotland, of course. Andre Flo came on in different circumstances and won the day at Ewood Park. Chelsea's last away game.
Chelsea substitution.
Kaziragi
19
goes off. He'll remember this day, his first
number 10 Luigi
Premiership
Kaziragi.
goal. But he goes off, certainly not sure whether it's going to be the winning goal. Owen to the left, him supporting through the centre. He's got it back to Redknapp. He was right to hit it first time. Maybe he just had to drag the shot for the ball behind him.
Well, he had to hit it first time. He did a Michael Owen to his left, but I don't think he could have seen him. A nice little 1-2 between the two central midfield players.
Flow. James's header. Can a Chelsea player get to this? No, it's Ince. Poyet! Well, you could see what was in his mind as James was scurrying to get back, and he did get back.
Yeah, the keeper decided to come all the way, and Dominic Matteo certainly felt the force of that. He always seemed to be in control, Matteo. He was certainly the meat in the sandwich there, wasn't he?
Björneby. Redknapp. Fowler just getting in behind Leboeuf, who got too tight. And then Michael Dubry brings him down. Dubry, one of the Chelsea players booked today.
Well, it's the right area. Lovely little turn from Robbie Fowler. There's one or two might fancy this. Good options. Berger left foot, Björneby left, and Redknapp right.
Well, they haven't found too many chances from free play, Liverpool today. Jamie Redknapp certainly had his shooting boots on here in the European game on Tuesday. Berger there as well. It is Redknapp. He scores! Chelsea's resistance is broken.
Well, they're looking round at the goalkeeper, and they're quite right to do so. He's conned them. The goalkeeper thinks it's going over the top into the other corner. He just outfoxes him, Jamie Redknapp. He won the battle. Wasn't the best struck shot, but it's beautifully placed. He won the battle of minds, and that was the most important one there.
Lasso. Flow. Di Matteo. Chelsea have got a lot of players forward here. A real rarity in that sense in the second half. Desai. They've lost their lead. Lavra. Takes Liverpool on. Poyet. Flow. Di Matteo.
Yeah, Lynch just did enough, I think, on the edge of the box. But that tackle, edge of the box at the other end from Michael Dubry. That's the little turn there. He just gets wrong side, Leboeuf. And he's the brightest of both front men. And from there, well, he did you, Ed, he did you.
Petrescu. Certainly, if it stays a draw, the other clubs who've made good starts to the season will be pleased. Arsenal, that 3-0 win at Newcastle earlier today would stay third, but Liverpool looking to press home their advantage. Riedler's header. Their advantage of catching Chelsea out late on, and Chelsea having to keep their spirits up. Berger from Björneby's pass. The strength came from the fresher player, Lombard. Redknapp has seized it back for Liverpool. Owen's in there, and Jamie Redknapp was left frustrated by his colleague's intervention then.
Oh, it's all a bit desperate from Chelsea now.
Chelsea trying to hang on here to what would be their first Premiership point at Anfield. Liverpool press again with Fowler. Couldn't quite get the angle, see what was in his mind. Oh, Dahoui threw the ball down into the ground.
What was that?
Nearly threw away the match in the process.
He obviously looked up, saw someone, and then decided halfway through the throw that it wasn't on.
Redknapp. Owen. Hegger. Fowler!
No fairy tale. Wasn't easy. It was really fizzing at Robbie Fowler on his right side. Wasn't easy. Probably would like to touch on it, but didn't have time to do so.
Hesitated. Dewberry and Longboard. Fowler didn't. Redknapp. LeBeuf cuts it out. And Chelsea do get their first Premiership point at Anfield. It could have been more because Gianluca Vialli saw his team score early and start the game very well. Kazaragi getting his first goal for the club. But Liverpool dug in, but they had to wait to inside the last 10 minutes when Jamie Redknapp, very much the man of the moment, a diamond who needs the final polish, Gerard Houllier says about his midfield player who'll be off with England after this. Liverpool coming from behind after Kaziragi's excellent goal, and Redknapp outwitting Ed de Goey. It's their first draw for Chelsea in an away match in the league for over a year. Liverpool will reflect on 4 league games now without a win. And a final score at Anfield. Liverpool 1, Chelsea 1.